going to take you through 2 full days on my period and show you all the foods that I eat. I also just created a other video on periods. I will link that video down below in the description. That encompasses more tips on how to reduce your period cramps naturally. So go check that video out after this one if you haven't seen it. It's official, guys. It's day 1. So I just like to slice a lemon, and I just have my Hydro Flask water. You don't have to drink 32 ounces of this. I just drink a lot of water. It's something that I just always do. I feel like it's like weird you can't see my face. I know. But anyway, so now I'm just gonna add hot water into here. And I just filled it up 3/4 of the way, and then I'm going to add some cold water. I just added the cold water on top just so that it's not burning hot because I just boiled the water. That way it's a nice warm temperature and I can drink it right away. Just for any tip that I have about anything, it's just water is numero uno. I'm just gonna drink this first before I eat anything. I haven't eaten anything today yet. Right now I actually don't have any cramps at all. The heat is just going to eliminate any potential pain. Cold things will make it more painful. So I have no pain. I do get really tight in my quads. So I do feel like a little tension there, but that's normal. I get that every single month. I have normal energy levels, so everything that I eat today is going to be geared toward how to not have pain on your period, and starting out by drinking a warm, non-sugary beverage. You could literally just do straight water. You could do water with lemon, or you can do any type of herbal tea that just doesn't contain any sugars in it. And yeah, this is step 1, and I'm going to drink this before I have anything else. So I made this pumpkin spice mix a while ago and I never actually finished it off. It's a mix of cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, and ginger. I'm just gonna put a little bit into my black tea. Normally I like oat milk in my caffeine beverages, but I just have this flax milk. It really doesn't matter what type of milk you use, as long as it's not dairy milk. I just heated up some of the flax milk. I'm gonna add that too. That is nice and full. I like to keep my caffeine pretty low. But today I just felt like black tea. I'm not anti-drinking coffee on the first day of my period, but today I just didn't feel like it, so I just decided to go for tea. But on the first and second day of my period, I just don't like to overdo the caffeine. I've had really intense cramps before when I have too much caffeine, and also not having an overly sugary drink. All those simple carbs that are just easily digestible can just trigger some intense cramps. So my flax milk doesn't have any sugar in it. If I were to have oat milk, that would have had like 8 grams of sugar in a cup, which I think is fine. If you're going to like Starbucks and getting these like overly sugary white chocolate mocha drinks, those are gonna contain, I don't even know. My guess would be like 20 or 30 or more grams of sugar, and that is just so much, and that's just gonna seriously trigger some gnarly cramps. The warmness of the tea, low sugar, you're gonna get some caffeine in there. The spices help warm, so obviously just keeping everything warm down there to avoid cramps. Welcome to breakfast. So I've got 2 apples, and I picked some figs from my fig tree. Figs I know are super, super expensive. Luckily we have a tree. A banana, just 1 medjool date, because medjool dates are very, very high in sugar. And I may or may not use this lemon. I might just squeeze a little bit of lemon. Also, cinnamon. So I'm just going to chop up these apples, put them in a pan with a little bit of oil, and saute them so that they're toasty, warm, broken down a little bit, just like so. I barely warmed them up. They look like this. They were probably only on the stove for like 2 minutes maybe, and I just tossed them around. So now I'm gonna add them to a little blender. I chopped up my banana, so I'm gonna add that in. I'm gonna do a couple figs and the date to make sure to take out the seed. So I did just talk about sugar not being in the black tea. Processed sugar is very different from fruit sugars. Fruit sugars are still easily digestible, but they're just not as, they don't just like slip right through your body, because there's fiber in these as well, so it takes a little bit more time to digest. So again, with our periods, we don't want to be overloading on the fiber, so like I'm not going to have any beans or anything, because that leads to diarrhea. Anyway, carefully add these. All right, so I'm going to pulse that first and then add the rest. Add a little bit of cinnamon. Now I'm just going to pulse the rest of the apples in here. So it's kind of like an applesauce. So it's easier on the tummy. It's not too much fiber, but it's not too little fiber that it's gonna just go bloop right through you. So I'm going to add this in here. Squeeze a lemon. So this is not gonna have like a bunch of protein in here, obviously. I like to eat really small meals so that I'm not overloading myself with too many calories at once, that it's gonna be like so much on my digestive system that's gonna end up triggering cramps later. So this is something that's just really gentle, a lot of vitamins and minerals, and you're gonna feel good and healthy after it. And not to mention, it's just so tasty. So if you don't have figs, you could use pears because it's fall right now. So pears are in season 2. You could use persimmons. You can top it off with some pomegranates. Yummy. I love this. I get the end.
I'm just gonna cut it in half.
Fine. I would not normally have eaten this, but my sister came home with bread and tempted me. She offered it to me. She was very sweet, which she's normally not sweet. So
Rude.
bread is really good. Bread is one of my favorite things to eat, which I don't buy it a lot because otherwise, yeah, because I eat it so fast. It's just so good. And bread's not bad for you, but it's a processed food. It's easy to go down.
It's easy to eat a lot of it.
That's
the problem.
It's easy to eat a lot of it because there's not a lot of substance to this stuff, but dang, is it delicious. All right, we're gonna make an iron-rich salad because iron is what transports oxygen throughout your entire body. So that's what helps prevent fatigue and everything. And when you're on your period, fatigue is just one of those things that happens. So I chopped some kale. I just chopped it nice and tiny. So I did like 3 leaves of kale. I just destemmed it, chopped it, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of Dijon, maybe like a teaspoon or so. A little drizzle of olive oil. And then I'm going to squeeze a half of a lemon. So basically a quarter of a lemon, just a little drizzle. Some pepper. And a little bit of salt. Am I missing anything? I think that's it. And I'm just gonna toss this with my hands because I'm the only one that's eating it. And it's just easier that way. I cooked half a cup of quinoa with 1 cup of water. Bring it to a boil, then simmer it for about 15 minutes, and then it's ready to go. So I'm just gonna top this on the kale. It's toasty, so it'll be a warm salad. Again, going with our eating warm foods theme. It doesn't have to be warm, but so we have our kale and quinoa. And then I chopped up 2 tomatoes, some red onion is right here, and some cucumber, so I'm gonna pop that on. So quinoa is also very rich in iron. Kale has iron. What else does kale have? I think kale has like magnesium. Kale has a lot of crap.
Crap ton of vitamin A, crap ton of vitamin C.
Oh yeah, kale has a ton of vitamin C.
It's got some vitamin B6.
B vitamins, that's always good. So pretty much everything that you need to have a healthy period is pretty much just all the vitamins and minerals that everybody needs all the time, every day, but especially like iron, magnesium, calcium, B vitamins. So a lot of that is in the salad. You're getting that especially through the quinoa, the kale, and also we're gonna add some pumpkin seeds. So pumpkin seeds have a lot of iron, zinc, and magnesium. So the reason that you need this stuff is because of, well, 1, transporting oxygen, also preventing muscle cramps. Vitamins and minerals prevent muscle cramps, just fatigue, which is just tiredness. So it's just extremely important to get all these ingredients in your body so that you're not so crazy tired, because that's one thing that I used to always get was crazy tired when I was on my period. Cramps, you just don't want to move or do anything, and I don't have those issues anymore. Other things you can do besides pumpkin seeds are hemp hearts or hemp seeds. So these have tons and tons of stuff: iron, potassium, vitamin B, folate, phosphorus, magnesium, manganese. There's just so much in hemp seeds. I would say that hemp seeds and pumpkin seeds are the best. Here's our salad thus far. Yummy, so good. And then lastly, we're gonna top it off with something that doesn't have a ton of nutritional value, but it tastes really good and it's vegan. So this is Violife feta cheese. This stuff is just made with coconut oil, potato starch, salt, and then it does actually have vitamin B12 in it, which everybody needs vitamin B12. And of course I forgot avocado, duh. So I chopped this up already, so I'm just gonna squeeze this on here too. Pretty. There you go. I do wish that I had probably half the size of the salad that I made just because it was actually a huge salad and I didn't end up finishing it. I was super full. Besides water, I think that eating small meals on my period is literally the key to never getting cramps. Just small meals. So like I said, my salad was just too big and not really worrying about trying to meet all your macros and everything because it's 1 day or 2 days. This is kind of like how I eat from day 1 to day 2, and then I go back to normal eating on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th day.
Misophonia, there it is.
What? Misophonia?
Yeah, that's what it's called though. If you suffer from like you can't stand people like hearing different kind of like sounds like.
I was offered some vegan lasagna that my sister made, and so I had a little bit of lasagna and bread. And my sister made it with, it was wheat pasta, Violife cheese. I think she had like mushrooms, your basic pasta sauce, and with Beyond Meat ground beef. I don't know what they call it exactly, but it's the Beyond Meat beef. Vegan beef. Day 2, this morning I just had apples and almond butter. But before that I had a little bit of pre-workout and also a half a cup of coffee with some flax milk. So I had that just before I went on a hike with my dogs. So we went out on the trails and I did some sprints and I just felt stinking amazing today.
I feel really good today. Normally I usually feel good on day 2 of my period. By day 3, I feel nothing. I often actually forget that I'm even on my period.
And it just felt really good to be out there. So we were out there for about an hour and then I came back and did 2 of my own butt workouts, which I will link below the ones that I did. So I like to work a lot on my quads and like my hips because those usually get really tense or they have like a sore feeling when I'm on my period. They were feeling a little bit sore earlier, and I think because I did those workouts, like I feel absolutely nothing right now. I don't feel like I'm on my period. I have no soreness. Like I feel freaking amazing. I feel like 100%. I just love having a pain-free period. It is amazing. Next, after all my exercise and everything, I had some pancakes. I recently just made a video that I put the recipe in, so I'm going to also link that down below in the description. The only thing that I did was swapped out maple syrup for dates, so I'm going to show you that in like a second. So instead of using maple syrup for the pancakes, I took 1 date and just blended it with about a tablespoon of water, and so this is what I've got. So instead of using maple syrup today, I'm going to use a date for the pancakes. Always make a little tester pancake because the first pancake is never the prettiest. The recipe for these pancakes are in another video, which I'm going to link down below in the description. And I just topped some mixed berries that I had frozen and I just microwaved them for say a minute, added a fresh banana, and there you go, yummy pancakes. And then I had another snack. All right, this is super random, but I just wanted a little snack. So I'm heating up some tortillas on the stove. So they're nice and toasty. There's our corn tortillas. In 2 tortillas, there's 10% calcium, 6% iron. All it is corn, white corn. And then I'm adding a little bit of avocado to the tortilla. And then some of this dressing, this goddess dressing, which actually has some calcium and iron in it as well, in 2 tablespoons. So it's amazing how much calcium is in plants. It's pretty cool. I really just wanted a super simple snack. It's super weird, but it's actually incredibly tasty and I just didn't want to spend time making anything. It took me 2 seconds to make. I also think that I'm pretty jazzed up today because that movie Game Changers came out on Netflix. Everyone's just been telling me that it's such an amazing movie. Haven't watched it yet, but I can't wait. I've only seen the trailer and just like the trailer just like gets me so jazzed up and like I just want to be one of those athletes that's just like, oh, crushing it. It's just so exciting to me that like there's all these like top performing athletes on a plant-based diet. I just love it. After that avocado taco snack that I had, I'm honestly just not hungry for dinner. So I'm going to use this broth and just make literally just a broth soup and have that for dinner. So I'm just going to take like a tablespoon, mix it with a bunch of water and just have that. I know it's weird and it's certainly not a meal, but I'm honestly just not hungry. So that's what I'm going to do. And on day 3, I just go back to normal eating habits. And yeah, so just don't forget to check out my other videos. I do everything on food, fitness, everything that's on a plant-based diet. I'm so passionate about food and health and being on a plant-based diet and being able to build muscle on a plant-based diet. So don't forget to check out my other videos. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And I love you guys and I will see you next time.